It is so cool to be the outcast. It is so incredibly cool. It can be scary sometimes, but it feels right to be the reject, to be the black sheep of the family, the black sheep of my family. I can't imagine Uche but, not being a black sheep of the family. Like, I can't imagine myself being a golden child, even though my ego wants that. But it's like, do I really want that? Because to be a golden child of a family, there's so much pressure on you, so much eyes on you. People expect all kinds of shit. And I'm not a person for you to, if you expected something from me, my dear, you are on your own. To be the reject, to be the unwanted, to be the black sheep, to be the one nobody sent for you. It feels so good. It feels so liberating. You don't need to fit in. You don't need to want to fit in. Like, fit in with who? These niggas? And I'm not even trying to be braggadocious or narcissistic or anything like that. Have you seen the state of this world? Have you seen what we humans have done with this world? This place is a hot fucking mess. It's a mess. Like, where do I even begin? Yes, there's been some great things that have been done by humans and all kinds of great shit has been achieved. Shout out to all the people who actually put it into work, especially when these work are not driven by capitalism. Because I feel like a lot of times, not all the time, Chad, a lot of times, the thing that fuels a lot of these innovations is capitalism. You know, Nobel Peace Prize, somebody wants a, what is it called? Honorary degree, big accolades, recognitions, and things like that. Not all the time, but it's usually the thing that fuels a lot of people. I always sometimes wonder if there are no rewards to some of these good deeds. Will people actually still feel motivated, inspired, and compelled to do some of the good work that they're doing? But what can I say? But it feels good to not have pressure to do anything. Yeah, you don't have. I don't have pressure to be a medical doctor. For what? If I want to be a doctor, I will be a doctor. I mean, I'm not daft. I'm not inept. I can definitely go through medical school and become a doctor. But why? I don't need anybody to call me doctor for me to feel complete. I don't. What kind of doctor? Shout out to all the doctors out there. Shout out to all the barristers out there, the lawyers out there, engineer, all those. Shout out to every single one of you people. I beg. But I don't need that. There's no pressure. There's no pressure to get married. Anybody that's pressuring me to get married, I am not that kind of person. Like, anybody that's looking at me for me to want to, I'm good. It feels so good because you are your own blueprint. You can create your own shit because look at the state of this world. We live in a world where people are trying so hard to fit in, trying so hard to impress, trying so hard to imitate, trying so hard to be anything but yourself because you don't recognize that you are literally one of one. You're not one in a million. You're not one in a billion. You're not one in a trillion. You are one of one. It is impossible for there to be another like you. They may have similar qualities. They may have similar traits, characteristics, mannerisms, even physical qualities. But it is impossible for there to ever exist in this realm another one just like you. So your very existence is that which has never been done and cannot be undone because your presence in this world is necessary. So why the fuck would you want to leave that and conform to the people of this world, considering what you've observed the people of this world have done? I mean, we live in a world where a bunch of old shriveled men think the way to resolve conflict is creating nuclear weapons that can literally remove the entire planets. This is the word we live in. You got a bunch of old shriveled, these are word powers. And we're supposed to be the smartest on earth, the most developed creatures on earth, patriarchal in nature, capitalistic and white supremacist. And the best that these people have come up with for conflict resolution is production of nuclear weapons that they have the ability to completely wipe out entire civilizations, entire cities, entire states, entire countries. And you want to fit into this bullshit? Nah. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Like, I'm not even salty. I'm not bitter. I'm not complaining. I'm cool. Like, I'll just be chilling. Like, even living here in Accra, you know, like, my videos be going viral here, and some people recognize me, you know, and sometimes I actually forget that I'm online. But then I go outside, I see some people who recognize me, and sometimes I can feel their energy is genuine, and sometimes I feel like, they're not really sure. But even at that, they can't even approach me. They can't do anything because my energy is just And I'm not trying to toot my horn here. I'm not. I know it sounds like I sound braggadocious, but this is just me giving testimony so that hopefully, even if it's just one or two people, will be able to take some type of power from this and do you. Because this word is smeh, this smeh. But they can even approach me because I exude a different type of aura that says, yeah, there's something about this dude. Just leave him alone. He's in his own bubble. Just leave him. Just whatever that is. I am not seeking completion from anyone. I see them, then they be fine as fuck, Chad. One thing about West African men, they be fine, okay? They be fine. But it's like, yeah, you see my contents. You see some of my contents are very queer, but I'm not drooling over you. I could care less. Matter of fact, even if you're queer, that does not mean shit. My attraction is not just physicality. Yes, I can definitely look at you physically and be like, yep, you are definitely very good looking physically. But what I'm interested in is deeper than your skin is much deeper because I've clocked out from the things of this world that I'm able to look at things from a much, much deeper perspective. And that's why and how I've been able to look at myself from a deeper perspective to know that I am enough. I'm the full package. Uche is the full package, the complete package of Uche. Uche is neither a good person nor a bad person. Uche just is. And I'm not trying to be a good person in this world of polarity. No, hell fucking no. Because that's what the people of this world do. Polarity. Show the good side and hide that bad side. I don't need to hide shit. I am not a good person. I am not a bad person. I just am. Today I might smile at you. Tomorrow I might cuss your ass clean the fuck out. And through God Almighty who strengthens me, I would not choose the latter. But yeah, you just never know. And what the fuck I'm not going to do is try to pretend to be something that I'm not. For who? For who? I don't say for anybody, papa. I don't even say for my own papa. How does it go on? It doesn't make any sense. And this is the power, the liberty that comes from being you, being authentic, being original, because you are one of one. You are literally it. Whatever it is, that is you. And this is what I try to explain to a lot of my people that you too can achieve. Of course, I have some levels of privilege that not everybody has. But let's be fair. There are people who have bigger, wider, deeper privilege than me, and they're still in bondage because they're still too busy performing to this raggedy ass, dusty ass world. You don't need to do that. Especially for the people, the rejects of society, the people, the losers, nobodies of society that no one is checking for because of capitalism, because of white supremacy, because of your skin color, because of your education or lack of, because of how much money you have or you don't have, your sex appeal or lack of. No one is checking for those people. I am here to tell you that I'm a living testimony that you can do you. Okay? From somebody else's perspective, I'm a loser. From somebody else's perspective, there's nothing about this guy. You know, like I don't have anything in this world. I don't have a house. I don't have any property in my name. Nothing at all. I just I do my little hustle here and there. I don't have any titles. I don't own anything. I don't even have a car. I literally walk everywhere. Walk or take Uber or take boat, but I mostly walk everywhere. Especially as an Igbo man, there's nothing admirable about me. Literally nothing at all. Yet I'm not trying to compete. And there's nothing wrong with those things. I've been there, done that. Yeah, it was fun. But there's nothing about those things. And I'm grateful that God Almighty allowed me to be able to taste those things, to be able to see, like feel it, not even see, like feel it, be in the midst of it to realize there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Big ass house, I had it. Brand new car, paid that shit cash, I had it. Travel the world, ate at fine dinings, 5-star hotels and shit. Been there, done that. There's nothing there. It's cool, sure, I guess, but there's nothing there. There's literally no one inside this it that can come to me now and come and do a yanga for me. Like, there's nothing there. Simplicity is the way to be. And this is something that you can achieve in spite of your skin color, in spite of your sexual orientation, in spite of your gender, in spite of your financial status, in spite of your citizenship, in spite of whatever city you were born in or you live in. You can achieve your own authenticity if you just are, if you just be. Because God's divine power has given us everything we need, every single thing. And I know I sound preachy. I know I sound churchy. I know I sound crazy as hell. I know I sound high as hell. I promise you I am sober. But I'm telling you right now, you can do you. Do you. Look at this world. Everybody is trying to be a copy. Everybody. Even with the women, so you see, so everybody has the same lace fronts. Everybody has the same nyash and the same breast. It'd be like so now all of them I go to the same doctor. Everybody looks the same. Everybody's wearing the same Gucci, the same everything that is here on a only three, the exact something. But you can just be. Just be, because God's divine power has given you all you need, and you are all you need. You just have to be simple in your own natural essence and be humble. As long as you have these two, you will be okay. Simplicity is what comes most natural to you. Humility is to understand that what comes natural to you is only subjective to you, not necessarily to somebody else. My definition of sin is deviation from that which is natural. When you deviate from that which is natural to you, you sin. And the wages of sin is death, death in spirit. You will die in your spirit, as in you are killing yourself by yourself because you are pulling away from that which comes natural to you and going towards that which comes unnatural to you because of what this world has told you is what a real man is. Ha ha, for that. Or what a bad bitch is, or what success looks like, or what excellence looks like, or what class, opulence, is it opulence? I be opulence looks like, intellect. What's the other one? All these nonsensical, I have seen and observed. I've seen humans in action. I've seen people in that. Like watching a fucking movie. Like watching a movie. Like watching, what a time to be alive. Like sometimes I'll be watching people, I'll be interacting with people. Like I get goosebumps. Like holy shit. It is like it triggers what's it called, an episode of derealization. Again, for people who don't know what derealization is, it's a medical condition, as they call it, for people who believe that life is not real, which is me. I don't believe this is real. This has nothing to do with trauma. It's always been like that all my life. So it feels like I'm watching a movie. Like right now, I'm literally watching a movie right now, and I'm paused. The movie is paused, and I'm sitting here in my living room and I'm watching it. But in this reality, what it feels like is I'm not just watching a movie from my living room. I'm actually part of the movie. So for example, the movie that I'm watching right now, I'm not just sitting here in my living room watching the movie. Like I'm actually morphed myself and traveled into that movie to be one of the characters. So in the movie, I'm a participant and also an observer, as opposed to the way I am here, not a participant, but rather just an observer. So that's what it feels like. It feels eerie sometimes, and sometimes it gets to me, check. It triggers existential crisis, and I start hyperventilating. Like I mentioned before, I was hospitalized a few months ago for hyperventilation because it was triggered by an episode, an extreme episode of derealization. It can get dangerous. But it's still, and that's the opposite end of the polarity. But on the other flip end of polarity, it's a natural high. It is a natural high. I've lost count how many times when I'm having a conversation or interaction with somebody and I'm fighting laughter or I'm crying. I literally start crying. Like it's happened so many times. Like this is so beautiful. This is so profound. And the person that I'm talking to, interacting with, they're so confused. Like, why is he crying? Like, did I say something? Like, no, you don't understand. This is so beautiful. Or this is so deep. This is so like, damn, I feel grateful to be part of this. It'd be annoying sometimes. Like sometimes I want out. Like, I still want out, Chad. And I have to respect the fact that my God has put me in this world for a reason. I have to respect it. I have to go through this shit until the end, and then I get out. And whatever, Father, anytime you want me to leave, because let's be going, because I won't know why. There's nothing at all. I have studied this word, traveled this word, interacted with humans, and at 33 years old, I am proud to say I am a reject. I am a proud reject. I am a proud nobody. I am a proud black sheep of my family. I am proud to say that I do not follow anybody's rules. I make my own fucking rules, because fuck your rules. Una rule this man. That's what being a real man is. I thought these people crack me up. I'm good. I guess I'm not a real man. I've never seen a non-real man with this kind of behavior. We thank God. I guess that's what intellect is, multiple PhDs and talking with a particular accents and phonetics, because that's what's hey father. And to be a Nigerian person, African person, that's what it sounds like for you to be intelligent, to be so educated. Motibo, I beg, I'm not educated. That's okay. I'm good. It is beautiful to be a reject, because when you are rejected by the majority that is reeking of malarkey and buffoonery, this is your opportunity to look within and form your own blueprint. Reduce yourself. Look, in this world, bro, the less you need to survive in this world, the more likely you are to overcome, the more likely you are to survive. I'm telling you this. Even Jesus knew this. People expected Jesus to come as a king of kings with the chariots and all the shit. The man came so humbly, so simply. He was such a simple person, but people thought this majestic creature would come to the point that even King, is it Herod or Herod? Somebody corrected me on TikTok. That murdered babies. He was so intimidated by Jesus' presence as a baby that he started murdering a bunch of babies. Even though he was just a simple kid. He wasn't even born in a fucking hospital. He was born in a manger with sheep and goats. He was so simple because he understood that the less he needed, the less he had in this world, the less the people of this world can use against him. Remember the person who wanted to follow Jesus and follow Christ and whatever was asking what he would do, what he needed to do in order for him to get into heaven. And Jesus told him, go sell your properties because you're holding on to the things of this world. The more you hold on to the things of this world, the more this world hold on to you. But if you have less, if you live a simple, modest life, people will still talk shit, okay? Which is what I've always said, that you need thick skin. You need to be a stoic. My definition of stoicism is the ability for you to lead into what is, because it is what it is. It is what it is. Life is not pretty. It's not meant to be pretty. It's not a bed of roses. It's not all of that either. You know, there are some of shit. Sometimes you get pissed off. Sometimes you get sick. Sometimes you have a bad day. Sometimes you're broke. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? You feel unintelligent. Sometimes you're horny as shit. It just is. It's human. It is what it is. Neither one of those things are not bad. It's just part of life. And you just have to deal with it. You lean into it. People will talk shit. People will clown you. People will come for you. But I'm telling you right now, people's opinion is a reflection of them, not you. When people look at you, what they're perceiving is not you. Only you can perceive you if you're still enough. Only you can perceive you, because you, the participant, I know maybe I'm going a little too philosophical. Maybe that's a different video that I'll do. And I promise I'm sober. I promise I'm sober. You, the individual, the participant, you are in your best timeline. However, you are not in your best timeline to somebody else's perception, from somebody else's perspective, because they are the observer. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds weird, but I'll do an episode breaking it down as to how we're all in our own timelines, best timelines, from our own participant perspective, but not from somebody else's perspective. So when you're meeting me, what you're meeting is actually not me. What you're meeting is you reflecting on me, okay? Or bouncing off of me. So I become your mirror, you become my mirror. So when I'm meeting you, the exact same thing too. When I'm meeting somebody, I am not meeting you, like you literally. What I'm meeting is myself, a version of myself through you. You, though, the individual, you are in your best timeline, which is separate from mine, okay? It just happens that your timeline and my timeline our karmas have brought us together, so we have the ability to interact with each other right here, right now. But eventually, that will be savored. That will be we will be removed from each other's timeline. In that sense, we will perceive each other or observe each other as dying. You perceive me as dying, or I perceive you as dying. So from somebody's perspective, somebody else out there, I've died. I've died multiple times. Multiple, I don't even know, maybe 33 years old. I probably died thousands of times. The exact same thing too. When somebody dies, whether it's a family member or a friend or colleague or, acquaintance dies, that's because that person has been permanently removed from my timeline. They've continued. They're still alive. I've broken this down before in the past with quantum physics. They're still alive, but they're still in their timeline, grown within themselves until they wake up from this reality. Same thing with me as well. I know it's probably a little too philosophical, too deep, and I don't want to make this too esoteric and confuse you. But the point is, it's cool to be you. It's cool. Don't let the things and the people of this world suck you into this malarkey, this ridiculous mental health ridiculousness that you gotta conform to what? Yes, of course, play the games of the systems, Chad. Play the game, give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. But trust me, know that those things don't define you. If you need to pay taxes, pay taxes. If you need to go through school systems, go through school systems, colleges and things like that. Go to your work. If you go to your job, if you need to. If you need to pay, you gotta pay bills. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay bills too. So if you need to clock in and clock out. Not a problem. Do your job. Do all those things. But remember, those things don't control you. Those things, you do not worship those things. You don't. Because worshiping those things and having those things as where your sense of being comes from, that is idolatry. And the Bible condemns that. Do not put any other God above me. So when you put work, when you put your boss, when you put a celebrity, when you put money, material things, when you put your cars and luxury items and things like that, fame, pursuit of fame and honorary degrees and shit like that, American citizenship and so on, like Japa, above God that lives within you, then that is idolatry and you will suffer. You will suffer as a result. I've also broken that down in the past. So the best thing to do is for you to just be. Just be. And that's what I am. I am the loser from somebody else's perspective. And that's okay. I don't argue with people. I just say what I say. And most people, because I'm calm with the way I say it, some people think I'm joking. I'm not joking. You can agree if you want to. You can challenge it by asking more questions first, because that's what intelligent people do, okay? Before you start giving your opinion, you ask more questions to understand where I'm coming from. But I won't argue with you. It is what it is. I'm not trying to be anybody's friend. I don't even chase men. I don't chase money. I don't chase women. I don't chase anything. I just am, because I believe that in me doing what I'm doing me, which is my best will attract what's right for me, and that's it. And it's just so liberated. You walk into every room, you glow differently. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. Because try. Why would I try to be Uche? It makes no sense. Just be. Just be. And at 33 years old, I am proud to say that I am the black sheep of my family. I am proud to say that I am the reject of society. I am the nobody of society. I am the unwanted of society. I am the agege, as Nigerians would say, of society. I am the one that said, this one is not a real man of society. And that is okay. Matter of fact, that is so beautiful. That is Uche. I feel like I won the lottery. Because what else would I rather be? One of the majorities in this fucking world. Maybe if the world was a better place, if the world was a beautiful place, if the world was a thriving place, if the world was, sure, maybe, but no. I got this through God Almighty who strengthens me. You know why? Because the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord now and forever. Amen. It feels good to know that I'm not in control. My Creator, who has called me upon, is in control. In my fallibility, in my disgust, in my weakness, in my pain, in my everything, all the fuck shit I done been through, Chad, and I've also caused, okay? Let's keep it real, Chad, because I haven't been fully innocent either. That is still the Uche story, and it just feels right. And that is the level of peace you get to attain. And know that, hey, it's meant to be. This place is still annoying. And I still want out very much. But until then, let's get it. I thought to share. For that. So if you're inspired by this, let it be. If not, welcome to my TED Talk.